Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 14 team selection stream. How are you all doing? If it's not late, it's not Ryan. I was on time. So the stream started on time. It was on the lobby screen while I was sharing everything on there. But I was on time, MFZ. FPL Freddy, how are you doing? Welcome, everyone. Hope you are all doing well. Game week 13, I don't know how it went for you guys. For me, not great. Apart from Salah, Palmer, and Gabriel, the rest was pretty bad. Veltman no show really hurt because Mikalenko came off the bench. To be honest, I might have been better off with Rico Luis's 1 pointer or whatever. That would have been way better off for me because I lost quite a lot of points on that. Isak got injured. Garnacho didn't start. Lewis Hall lost his clean sheet in the last couple minutes. While they were holding out for 1-0. Job Pedro, the most transferred in, did nothing. Mbuemo had, I think, only one shot or something in the last 4 games. Not looking great. So overall, it was a very, very poor performance. Yeah, disappointing because I was contemplating a Saka for a -8, like a -4, in another -4 to get to a -8, and I was contemplating Saka. And now I kind of wish I did, but I did it. But anyways, it's too late now with regards to that. But yeah, we take a red arrow, but it wasn't too big. Still trying to fix the mess that was from Game Week 6 to Game Week 8. From the wildcard of Game Week 6 to Game Week 8, I was just too many bad moves and trying to fix stuff from Game Week 6. It just didn't go well. And now I'm just taking hit after hit to undo all of those bad moves. So another hit was taken. You could say maybe one was not necessary, but I thought I'll do it because one of the lessons I think from the Saka one, again, something that I probably should do a bit more often is to be a bit more ruthless in terms of if I want certain player and if I think it's a good option, just go and do it. I should have done that Saka move. I was contemplating it, didn't do it because I was like, oh, it's a -8. When instead I should have just looked at it as a -4 and gone, can this player score X number more than the player I'm comparing him to? And he could have, Saka. So I probably should have done it. But anyways, I've taken my -4. You might look at the starting defenders and be like, Ryan, are you sure these guys are going to play? But here we go. Let's start with the team. I've got Fabianski in goal over David Raya. I do think United will score, which is why I've gone Fabianski in goal. Will West Ham keep a clean sheet? That's a different story, but that's kind of why I've gone Fabianski. I've got Greaves. I have no idea whether he'll start or not, but it seems like, Kieran McKenna doesn't like to be playing centre backs on his bench from the looks of it. So if Greaves is not even in the squad, it's fine. Mikalenko will come on. If Greaves starts, then good for me. So he's very unlikely to feature on the bench. So it's a start or no start, basically. I've started Greaves in this specific situation. I've got Veltman in here. Wondering whether I should play Mikalenko, but I've got Cunha as well. And I'm I do think Wolves will score against Everton. So starting Veltman, no idea whether he'll play or not. We'll have to wait and see. Starting Gabriel because I do not want to be starting Lewis Hall, to be honest, against Liverpool. And even though I've benched Rhea, I really don't have a sixth defender option, right? So I do expect Gabriel, some set pieces, always a threat. So no worries in terms of fixture. Regardless, I'll play Gabriel in most cases. Salah, Palmer, Saka is the dream midfield that everyone kind of wants these days, and I've gone and got it eventually. Rogers, and then up front, I've sold Isak. Even though I sold him before the news came about that him being fit. I did it before Jackson's price rise. And I'm not too fussed about the Isak being fit news because the fixture against Liverpool isn't great. Yes, the next couple of fixtures after that are good, but Newcastle, their numbers have kind of dropped attacking wise. They're not looking good. They're not clicking as much. Chelsea, on the other hand, are scoring quite a lot of goals, attacking team. So I'm like, okay, I know Jackson has the fifth yellow card pending, which I've mentioned quite a lot as well. But he hasn't got it against Southampton, so I'm happy to play him and see how he goes. And then obviously Joe Pedro and Cunha as the other three forwards. So this is my team. Garnacho on the bench. If I knew Garnacho was going to start, I might have actually started Garnacho over Morgan Rogers, but I don't know whether Garnacho is going to start, so I'm happy to start Morgan Rogers, to be honest. Especially because it's Brentford who are it's Aston Villa at home. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment in terms of teams. So let's read the comments. MMZ, Freddie, Mira, FPL Mez, welcome. How are you doing? Callum, welcome. How are you doing? Good morning. Amit, hiya. Amit, welcome. How are you doing? Joseph, welcome as well. Freddie had a good week. 82 minus 8. Well done. Amit says, Luis to Veltman, Bruno to Saka for a hit paid off for me, but not as expected. Indeed, right? Like the Bruno to Saka one. Yeah, you kind of wish that you maybe like got Saka in for like another midfielder as well. Luis de Veltman, unfortunate. Hopefully, Veltman is fit for this week. If not, Mikalenko comes off the bench. It is what it is. Managed to go from 6 million overall to 1.1 since game week 9. That's a massive rise, Callum. Well done. Well done. What's your secret? You need to tell me. Comb, welcome. Good morning, gang. How are you doing? FPL Cortex, morning, people. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome, Cortex. Joseph says the last 3 or 4 game weeks trading water between 75k and 110k. Finally leaning towards getting Haaland out. Might wait until after Forest game. Here's the thing. I think if you keep on waiting, right, with Haaland, at this point, you're going to get closer and closer to that game week 18 mark where everyone will start thinking about Haaland again because of City's fixtures improving. And then you end up in a situation where you've just kept Haaland throughout this entire run. And then you get to a point where people are thinking about it. And then again, you decide, do I really want to keep now, sell Haaland, all of that. Ryan, the chat isn't appearing on your stream. Oh, yes. That is strange. Why is that happening? Hold on, let me try and refresh this thing. That is a bit strange. That shouldn't happen. Why is it not appearing? That's a bit odd. Huh. That's a good question. Why is it not appearing? Where is my stream chat? Here we go. No, that's this thing. So strange. Why is that not working? Hold on. How do I do this? Do I refresh cache? Alright. Did it work? Let me switch. Bench Strand Larsen this week for Semenyo. That's alright. No, Strand Larsen for Semenyo, you mean for this week? Where Wolves are playing. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Bournemouth against Spurs. You could still play Strand Larsen, to be honest. But it's fine if you want to bench him. Why is my chat not working is kind of what I need to figure out. Why. Oh, is this a chat overlay that no. Not supposed to have a chat overlay. I didn't know I hid a chat overlay. Did I have a chat overlay? Now I'm wondering like what have I missed? Okay, it's appearing on screen right now, right? Or am I just... Yes, there we go. It's finally appearing. Alright, here we go. I think we're good. Is it too small? It's not really the chat overlay. Yeah, okay. I think it's working now. So odd. But this is not exactly the chat overlay. Should be appearing from Stream Elements. I think something is broken on Stream Elements side. Anyways. Alright, we'll use the current one that is taken. I think this is not the exact chat overlay that should be appearing. This is like taking it from the bot that is in the chat. So the actual one should be coming from Stream Elements, which is not for some reason working. Which I will have a look ahead of our next stream. Which honestly, today's a double stream. So the next stream would be 1 hour before the deadline. No 2-hour deadline stream because, guys, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, the deadline here in Australia. It's a bit too late, to be honest, even for me. So I'll be getting up at 4, 1 hour deadline stream. And honestly, do anyone really care? Like, do you guys really want any leaks for like these teams? We're not even going to get leaks for these teams, to be honest, because we generally don't get leaks for these teams. So hence why the 1 hour deadline stream, and also because I'm doing a stream right now, so you get to ask your questions now as well. instead of the usual 2-hour deadline stream. All right, let's go back. If West Ham lose in the morning, Lopetegui is gone 100% his corner. Is he though? Who are you going to get though? That's the question. I bought in Saka this week, all sold Son. Fair enough. I think I'm doing Visa to Jackson with the free transfer. That's also not too bad. Took a risk, went McNeil out for Bowen. Ooh, mostly because I think we will do well in our next few games. Let's wait and see. It's working, says Mira. Yes, but although this is not the exact chat overlay that I kind of use, but it is what it is. It's kind of working. So we keep it as it is. So we'll see how things go. I'll try and get it fixed ahead of the next stream. I don't know what broke, but anyways, something's working. So we'll see. Planner TN FPL Planner, how are you doing? Hello everyone. I think can see the last message. Yes, cannot see previous chat, but the current one is coming up. Yes, indeed. Your sleep is more important. Yes, yes. At this moment, I would like to get as much sleep as possible, especially when like the first set of games for today isn't really, from an FPL perspective, that important per se. Although I will be playing Greaves and Fabianski and would like to know whether both of them can keep clean sheets and also start would be nice. But yeah, so we'll see. Amethyst Ryan doesn't sleep. Like and sub people says chat. Yes, like and slub people. Like and sub. Ryan is vampire doesn't sleep. I shall not confirm or deny. Captaincy this week. Very tempted to go with Jackson, but I do have Palmer. I would probably go with Palmer over Jackson. I just think in usual cases, if I was to tell you one player A out of the Chelsea team got 20 points, you would probably think it's Palmer more than you would think it's Jackson. So I probably always go for Palmer. Just the explosivity of Palmer is so much more higher than the explosivity of Jackson. All on Palmer captain. That's actually let's put a poll. I want to see who is on Palmer and who is on Salah, and who here would be on Saka even. Now I've got Rob T's charts as well. This we usually do on the podcast, so I've got it up here. I'll be honest. The first thing that stood out for me, first of all, 46% chance of a clean sheet for Manchester City. Lads, have you not been watching Manchester City recently? Where is this 46% coming from? If Ederson starts, he'll do something to make sure that he can see the clean sheet. So that's one thing. 40% chance clean sheet for Arsenal, I think, is quite generous. I do not expect Arsenal to keep a clean sheet this week. So 40% seems quite generous for that as well. So those are the only two main things that stood out for me. The rest kind of seems okay. Aston Villa 2.05. Yeah, maybe because Brentford away aren't the best team. When Brentford are playing away, they are not that great. So kind of makes sense. The rest is fine. But yeah, the 46% chance for Aston Villa, like clean sheet odds for City and the clean sheet odds for Arsenal just kind of don't really make sense, to be honest. I don't think it's that high. I think Forest have been underestimated here in this specific situation. But the data is the data, the past data is the past data, so can't really. I don't know how they do the odds for all of this, but anyways, let me put the poll up. Let's see where everyone's captaincies are lying. So Palmer, Salah, I'll put Haaland up because why not? You know, and I'll put Saka / other. I mean, to the other would be if you guys are going other as well. To be honest, we'll see what happens. I do have Palmer. All on Palmer. How do you know vampires don't sleep? Triple Captain Palmer. Oof, brave call. I dated one, says Mira. Fair enough. It's just the pens plus set pieces, the talisman. Ooh, for Palmer, Palmer just oozes quality. I think Palmer is the best player in the league right now. Although Salah is giving him a run for his money, but I do still think Palmer at this moment is just like probably the best player in the league. Maybe debatable, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. We have Ramsdale injured, Howard Bello is down, and Diblin suspended. Yes, and don't Southampton have like a Chelsea player as well in their team who is ineligible to be playing today or against Chelsea? So yeah, Southampton are depleted. But having said that, I think a lot of us like, we got in players for Southampton fixtures and they didn't really deliver as well as what we expected, except for Salah. But like most of the players you got for Southampton fixtures haven't really delivered as much as we've expected. But anyways, let's see. Shiraz, welcome. Sorry, a bit later. No worries. Shiraz, congrats on an excellent game week. He had a good game week. Nice, good. Nice competition between us. Back again. Tin says like, yes, people make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. The model clearly hasn't taken Man City's recent form. Yes, no. Yeah, the model clearly hasn't taken City's recent form or even like Forest, generally their recent form in consideration. Although, you never know, right? If Chris Wood gets rested again against this, like same thing like against Arsenal, where they go, let's just rest some of our players this week, midweek, and try and focus on the. Although, to be honest, I don't know. Will they focus on the because Forest have City this week and United next week? Yeah. So I don't know. Let's see what Forest actually do in terms of rotation at this point. Salah is very underrated. Can't get enough. No, I think Salah gets a lot of credit by a lot of fans. I think he doesn't get enough credit by like the big, the UEFA and FIFA, and I've seen these FIFA Pro 11 and nominees. I'm like, how the hell is Salah not on this list on the FIFA Pro nominees? But you have like Messi and Ronaldo still in there. Like these guys are playing in like MLS and Saudi League. How are these guys still on the list? I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. I think we have been unlucky with VAR the last two games. I haven't seen, so I'm unable to comment on that one. I sent you my team. All right, I will bring your teams up. All right, if you guys want me to bring your teams up as well, feel free to let me know, and I'll bring let me know where in the mini league you are, and I will bring your team up. I might go Hall for Trent. He will play 60 minutes. Yeah, that's not a bad option. As a recent Trent owner, I was never really impressed as an Trent as an FPL option. I do, however, like Van Dijk. That I will say. I think Van Dijk is always like a goal threat, to be honest. Trent, he played well, but whenever I've owned him, I haven't been impressed in terms of like price compared to expectations of as an FPL option. What do you reckon from going from Aina to Gomez? Aina to Gomez, that could work. It's a bit of short term unless Konate is back. I don't know when he'll be back, but yeah, that could potentially work. Mark says 178 in the middle league. Embuemo to Bowen. Embuemo to Bowen. I don't know if I would do Embuemo to Bowen, but let's have a look at your team. Now, this one is Tiger's team. Let me load up Mark's team as well. The reason I am not sure about Embuemo to Bowen is I kind of want to see. Where is your team, Mark? I kind of want to see 178. You said, right? I kind of want to see West Ham properly. They're still not fully clicking mode ready. Or you've got three. Okay, kind of makes sense why you want to go Embuemo to Bowen. All right, first of all, let's go with Tiger. Juntao, welcome. Play Luis or Van Heck? That's a close one. Maybe Van Heck. I don't know. Fulham, Combe. What do you think about Fulham? Last few weeks, Fulham haven't been like the last couple games. Fulham haven't been clicking as much. What do you think on Fulham's chances of scoring goals in this match? I think that's a very close one. I'd lean slightly towards Van Heck because I'm tired of Luis, but you also play Luis as well, to be honest. If you were to take these odds seriously, the one that I showed you guys on screen, then you probably should be playing Rico Luis. 97 points last game week for Monin, Saka, Salah, and Palmer. Damn. Van Heck says, Amit, 72nd on the mini league. Would you check my team? All right, let's load yours as well. And then Tiger says, I'm looking at getting rid of Isak for Joe Pedro or Strand Larsen, getting rid of Fernandez for Saka. Thoughts, please. Fernandez for Saka. Yes, I don't mind doing that. I also don't mind going Odegaard to Saka if you wanted to be honest. But Fernandez to Saka is also not a bad shout. On top of that, you said Isak to Joe Pedro. I probably might go Isak to Jackson or even Visa to Jackson. But I think you need the money, right, to get to Saka. I'm assuming. So if you need the money to get to Saka, then I understand why you need to do Isak to Joe Pedro. Unless you can do Visa head. I don't know if I would go Strand Larsen since you already have Cunha, to be honest. I think it'll be fine. Did Bruno to Saka game week 13 and Tiger says 145. That's very old, Tiger. uh, and then let me load the other team that was requested as well. Where is this? Pete need to Pete wanted 72 for Cortex. Here we go. Alright, so that's Tigers. I don't mind the Saka one. Do you need to downgrade Isaac or can you downgrade Job Visa? Depends on the cash. This is Mark. Mark, what were you thinking? Oh, Strand Larsen, unlucky on that one. What were you thinking of doing specifically? Embuemo to Bowen. Embuemo to Bowen. Would you do Boomer to Bowen? Yeah, maybe because it's an away fixture. I was thinking of Kulusevski as well, but I think I might keep Kulusevski. Yeah, Boomer to Bowen. Or who are the other options? You got Mitoma. I still don't mind keeping going for Bruno Fernandes. Like even me, I've been looking at Garnacho and I'm like, he's got to go next week. I just haven't decided which midfielder I want to go. I'm not sure if I really want to be like first on that Bowen train or like I kind of don't want to touch West Ham assets until I see something. I want to see attacking teams and like United right now are scoring decent number of goals that I don't mind going to a Bruno Fernandes instead. You could also potentially start Strand Larsen and bench Embuemo. That's another option instead of wasting the transfer now itself. Up to you in terms of how you want to approach it. Play Embuemo or Rogers, says Mira. I'll probably play Rogers because of the home fixture. Brentford away, their numbers are shocking. Like their numbers away from home are pretty bad, Brentford. And I said this when they were playing Everton, and Everton were home and Brentford were away. And this is why I was like thinking, it was the week that I started Mikolenko and then last minute swapped him to Rico Lewis when I should have just kept Mikolenko after I said that Brentford's numbers away from home wasn't great. Mitoma then, yeah, Mitoma I don't mind actually. I have JP though. Yeah, Semenyo, United midfielder. United midfielder, I would probably go for Bruno Fernandes if you wanted to, if anything. I think in terms of minutes or / avoiding rotation in certain games, it will be him. I do think United will rotate quite heavily at the start until all the players are used to the system or have a good idea of the system. Until then, Amarim is going to rotate quite heavily, and he's kind of been open about the fact that he's going to rotate quite heavily, which is a minus. Getting rid of Fernandes to Saka, which is a minus. I would do it probably unless you looking at your team again. If you can do Embuemo to Saka, I would do Embuemo to Saka instead, Tiger, on your team. I have Embuemo for final gaming before I get him off. Fair enough. -4 says Joseph. I'll take a hit to get Saka in. That I would do. Mez Embuemo for me. Rogers will get an early sub while Embuemo plays the full 90 and sub penalties. Yeah, true. But Brentford away from home aren't the best as well at the same time. I can get Jackson in only just. What do you have to do to get Jackson in, Tiger? Like, what are the moves? Kudus is a fun pick. True. But again, West Ham, I don't even know what to expect from West Ham. Maybe Wan-Bissaka, anyone scoring goals in the last couple of weeks. Cheers, Joseph. I do believe Villa versus Brentford game is full of goals because Villa without Martinez are shaking defense and also Brentford aren't good away from home, but they usually score against any team. 12th in the league says Amit Visa to Jackson Dunn, triple captain Palmer, bench Flecken, Johnson, Aina Face, play Embuemo, Johnson. Play Johnson. Joseph Jackson or Joe Pedro. Joseph. Who? What? Jackson or Joe Pedro? Jackson or Joe Pedro? I would go for Jackson since you have no Chelsea. Like you don't have Palmer, right? I'd go for Jackson. I would go for Jackson since you don't have Palmer. Unless the Joe Pedro money gives you enough coverage to upgrade Embuemo to a Palmer. Will that give you enough money to upgrade Embuemo to Palmer? Then I don't mind Joe Pedro instead. All depends on what you can do with the money, Tiger. Jackson seems more sure of points to me. Yeah, Brighton's points are more spread about. Yes, that's also a thing. Pete, FPL Sided, good luck for the game week, Ryan. Planning on getting any sleep between now and Christmas? That is the plan, but FPL Towers kind of make it hard, you know. So let's see. I do plan to try and get as much sleep as I can, but yeah. Emblem to Saka, I don't have enough funds, I think. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, then I do Bruno Fernandes to Saka. Unless you can do Embuemo to Saka and Isak to Joe Pedro. Nah, just do the Bruno Fernandes to Saka and Isak to Jackson. Will you take a hit to bring in Virgil or Trent? Or who? Who are you selling, Mark? Who would you be selling? Konate? But you'll be starting Colville, Timber, and Ent Nuri this week? Do you really want to take a hit? Who would you be benching? Nuri? I think this week you don't need to do it. Sleep is overrated. Having said that, I'm going to bed. All right, good night, planner. Thank you for joining. For Konate, yeah. But then, do you need to do that hit this week? Not really, right? So you keep Fernandes and get rid of Embuemo. I would like to keep Fernandes and get rid of Embuemo, but it seems like from your team, if you were to downgrade, use Embuemo to Fernandes, you will. Sorry, if you were to do Bruno Fernandes to Saka, you can get Jackson instead, right? In for Isak. Like Bon Jovi, asleep when I'm dead. To answer my question, yeah. That's it. What did you think about Watkins against Brentford? Didn't see the highlights, so slightly unable to comment on that one. And this is FPL Cortex's team. I haven't watched too many highlights. My game week alone was pretty bad, so I was like, kind of wanted to get away from football. Verbruggen, Hall, Gabriel, Lift Davis, Sand, Mbema, Salah, Palmer, Strand, Larson, Welbeck, and Jackson. What is the plan, FPL Cortex? And then I need to bring Amit's team up as well. What's the plan, Cortex? Where is Amit? Here he is. 92 points. Damn. Brennan Johnson, unlucky. Oh, damn it. Okay. Linford are leaky and playing away. Yep. Yeah, true. Good luck, Ryan and everyone. Good luck, Tian. Good luck. I don't have enough money. We're getting rid of Ember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just do the Bruno to Saka and Jackson to Isak. Sorry, Isak to Jackson instead. Tiger. Sleep is great. Play Watkins, Brentford are leaking. Oh, okay. Did San to Saka also Strand Larson? If yes, who do I bench? Did San to Saka? But that was last week, right? Start Larson. If so, who do I bench? Start Larson. You mean you did Strand Larson? Did you do Wizard to Strand Larson, or who did you get Strand Larson in for? Oh, sorry, this is Amit's team. My bad. This is FPL Codex. So he did San to Saka and start Strand Larson. Strand Larson. So it's Strand Larson versus. Okay, here's the thing. If you're starting Strand Larson, I think it's between Embuemo and Semenyo for me in terms of choice of who to bench. And just based on numbers and data and pretty poor like attacking numbers in the last few weeks from Embuemo, I'd most likely bench Embuemo and start Semenyo at the moment. So I'd probably start Semenyo and bench Embuemo and start Stein Larsen. That's kind of where I would be at. Chat, what do you all think about that? Let me know. That's not my team. Yes, I realized. I can do Embuemo to Saka and Isak to Joe Pedro or Strand Larsen. I would do Isak to Joe Pedro since you already have Cunha, Tiger. Bodo says Isak to Jackson and Chris Wood to Joe Pedro for a hit. Or do just one of those two transfers. Just do one of the two transfers, Bodo. Can you do Chris Wood to Jackson? Is that a possibility? Hillbilly, welcome. How are you doing? Current bench: Flecken, Johnson, Aina, and Face. This is for Amit. Flecken, Johnson, Aina, and Face. So Johnson is being benched. Bench Johnson or bench one of the Brentford lads? Honestly, I don't mind starting Brennan Johnson. The Spurs are generally an decently attacking team. I don't mind if you were to start Brennan Johnson. Shall I swap Fernandez or keep Fernandez? You can swap Fernandez. If that's the way to get Saka, then I don't mind doing that. The other option is you sell Odegaard and get Saka instead, but you might as well just keep the double Arsenal attack as a differential. Keep Guardiola or sell to either Antony or Levi Colwill. I don't want two Arsenal defenders. Gabriel is enough for me. Okay. Antony or Levi Colwill. I would go for Colwill. Although Pete, if he's still in the chat, would tell not to go for Chelsea defense. But I probably might go for Levi Colwill. Keep Guardiola. Just come. Yeah, you could do that as well. But will he play? Will he not play? He's been pretty poor, which is why he got benched. Too much. At this point, I would just get rid of all City assets. They're just not playing well. FPL Cortex, Watkins without confidence is 4. Watkins with confidence, he's the best striker in the world. Unfortunately, Aston Villa in general lacking something at the moment. Bench Embuemo instead. Yeah, I'd probably bench Embuemo and start Johnson, to be honest. You know, I'm saying all of this, and now Embuemo is going to show me and put me wrong, and he's just going to go and get a return. And then I'll have to come next Thursday and be like, guys, I got the Embuemo move wrong. But I probably will bench Embuemo. Keep Embuemo or transfer out for Bowen or Mitoma. What would you suggest? Now that's a bit more of an interesting one. I don't know if I would do the Bowen transfer. Mitoma is tempting. I don't mind going for Mitoma. That is a bit more tempting. Yes, I don't mind doing that if you wanted to. Unless you had any other players that you would want to get in like in a later week. Not necessarily this game week. He's been inconsistent this season. Who is this? Oh, Watkins, yeah. But I want Jackson in for Isak. Then you have to do Jackson in for Isak. Then who do you need to sell to get Saka in? To be able to get Jackson as well, Tiger. I'm slightly leaning that way, ATM. In terms of benching Embuemo. He's going to score a goal and probably keep a clean sheet. Who is this? Going to score a goal? Levi Colwill? I already have Joe Pedro though. Okay. I mean, here's the other question for you. It's Butch. If you were to, let's say, for example, keep Embuemo this week, do you have another midfielder that you'd want to go and get, like, say, next week instead? Or would it be the same midfielders that you'll consider next week as well? Just worry with no Fofana alongside COVID, that's all. Still not confident on clean sheet with Sanchez being Sanchez. That's true. But look at the fixtures, right? The fixtures are so good that you're like, yeah. And there aren't any other defenders also who are like... See, the thing with Ant Nouri, I think people have got more price rises from Ant Nouri than they've got points, to be honest. Same can be said about Joe Pedro right now as well. I've got more price rises from Joe Pedro than I've got points at this moment. Yeah, the thing is, like, with Ant Nouri, Wolves, you kind of need to keep a clean sheet or attacking returns. Like, chances of Wolves keeping a clean sheet are so slim. At this moment, Chelsea have a higher percentage chance of keeping clean sheets than Wolves do. So, which is why I would rather get like a Colway instead of a Nori, if that was the decision. Can't decide whether to start Bruno or Rodgers. If you have Bruno Fernandes, you start Bruno Fernandes. I'll tell you that now. If you have Bruno Fernandes, you start Bruno Fernandes. Tiger says Fernandes. Is that in answer to Hillbilly, or is that in terms of you have to sell Fernandes to be able to also get Jackson? If that's the case, I would sell Fernandes. Guardiola says Amit. Oh, Guardiola going to score a goal and keep a clean sheet. Maybe. I don't know. But at this moment, it looks unlikely, right? And with some penalties. Yes, that is true. That is true. Um, playing a 3-5-2, Cunha, Joe Pedro, and Wood. Pick two forwards. I'd pick Cunha and Joe Pedro. Tiger says yes. My plan so far is to go with Bowen for his next two games with Leicester and Wolves. If he doesn't do much, then I will move on. As that'll mean Bournemouth and Brighton won't look easy. Fair enough. You can attempt it. I don't know how much of a return you'll get from it, but you have no other move to do. Maybe it's worth a punt to see. Maybe you be ahead of the curve if it does deliver. If it doesn't deliver, it is what it is. You move to the next player. Pens are hard to come, except 3 pens for. He's not going to get any more pens, is he? He's kind of he's taken all his allocation for the season. His full quota in one game week. Ezra says, Captain Palmer or Salah. I will be putting the armband on Palmer as things stand. Also, FPL Cortex. Questions are okay, right? Everything else? As things stand, this is how the team looks like. This might be a very weird team that I've started. But it is what it is. Palmer or Salah captain? I've gone for Palmer. Old Palmer. Palmer is leading the votes as well. 24 votes, 79% on Palmer. It's insane. 0% on Haaland. I should put a poll of how many people still own Haaland at this point. How the times have changed. Wait, pick my 3 defenders. Gabriel, Rico Lewis, Paul, Mikalenko, and Greaves. Gabriel, you know what? You got Greaves the same as me. Start Greaves. Let's see what happens. And probably Rico Lewis. Gabriel, Rico Lewis, and Greaves. With Mikalenko first bench for the defenders. And play Flecken or Fabianski. Play Fabianski. Yeah, probably play Fabianski. Ruhil, 104k overall. Might get in 100k this week. Just crossed. Hopefully everything works out. All right, now, this is something else that I kind of want to inform or ask people. If you all know any friends who play FPL, get them to also subscribe to the channel. It would be nice, and I don't know if it's possible. We're currently at 924. We need another 76 subscribers to get to 1000. Can we get to 1000 subscribers before the end of the year? That would be a great New Year's present if that's possible, or great Christmas present. So if you guys have friends, share the channel with them. Maybe share. I'll make a post as well on social media. So if anyone's on X or Blue Sky, if you guys are on Blue Sky, follow me on Blue Sky Football Chatbox. If you're on X, follow me on X as well. And I'll share that post as well. I'll make a post later today. let's see if we can try and get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, if possible. Let's see. Hillbilly says, if you have a minute, I'm 153. Build up. 153, 153. Is this the team? Did you change your name, your YouTube name? Did you change your YouTube name from Will to Hillbilly? Like, I don't know. Anyways. Already done Isaac to Jackson. Fair enough. So Isaac to Jackson. Ooh. You probably play the same 4 midfielders, no? Gabriel, Nouri, start Greaves or start Hall? I have no idea whether Greaves will play as well, to be honest. I myself have started him on like a whim to see whether he'll play or not. Yes, was Will. That's sad. I remember that name. I was like, yeah, I remember. Yep. Shepard, how are you doing? Ranked 131. We'll bring yours up as well. This is Shepard's team as well. 59 with Kirkes, Nuri, Martinez, Verbruggen, Salah, Smith-Rowe, Saka, Mbeumo, Isak, Jackson, and Cunha. I think you know what you're missing, don't you, Shepard, in terms of midfielder? And then obviously this was Will. We'll make some fake IDs and subscribe. Legend, Amit. What's Will say? Yeah. Amit says Gabby, Luis, and Mikalenko for the defense to play for their back three. Ezra. And Shepard, how do you plan on getting the star player of your club, Shepard? How do you not still own him is the question. How do you still not own him? And how do you plan on getting him in? And do you have the money? You certainly have the money. 1.1 million. Oh, okay. Might be slightly. Maybe it is possible. Would need to downgrade one of the defenders, but should be possible. I'm missing Palmer, yes. How do you plan on doing that? And how do you plan on getting Mbeumo to Palmer? If so, how much money are you missing to do that move? So my back three would be Gabriel, Rico Lewis, and Greaves. First bench would be Mikalenko. Well, you could go Gabriel, Rico Lewis, and Mikalenko as well. I don't mind between Mikalenko and Greaves. I've just punted on Greaves, just for the hope that, Ipswich could do something. Maybe Greaves will play. If Greaves doesn't play, he might not even be on the bench from the talks that, this guy is being given, press conference, who Kieran McKenna has said he doesn't like to play centre backs on his bench. So if Greaves is not in the starting 11, then he's not in the squad. So then Mikalenko will come off the bench anyways. But first bench, you always had the attacker and Mikalenko as your second bench option. Getting spooked about the possibility Palmer and Jackson might be rested even though they both came off. See, that is why I think they might play. Because otherwise it kind of makes no sense to take them off so early and then they don't play in the Southampton game. I do think a lot of the players will get rotated minutes this week, but I do expect them to play though. Bournemouth play Thursday and Sunday, and Ipswich play Tuesday and Sunday. So we may see some early subs from Bournemouth or players rested against Ipswich. Yes, that's possible. That is possible. But then you would, depending on which Bournemouth players you have, like for people who have Semenyo, I think you shouldn't be worried because he kind of got a rest in the last game. He might still come off a bit early, but he should get a good number of minutes. I don't think that'll be benched, but if the game is 3-0 at halftime, I do think both will be subbed at 60-65 minutes. Yes. If it's 3-0 at halftime, they'll probably get subbed like 60-65. And at that point, you're kind of hoping that they've been involved in that 3-0, right? If it's like 3 Madueke goals from, I don't know, what Gusto gets like 3 assists or Sancho gets 2 assists and something like that, and Palmer and Jackson have done nothing and they get 65 minutes and they get subbed, then unlucky it is what it is, to be honest. If I want Chelsea players, they wouldn't do well previous season, so it's either FPL or Chelsea that do well. Fair enough. Wait, don't you have them this season, Amit? Aha, you got Palmer. But then it's only Palmer, so I guess a lot of people have Palmer. So, wait, sorry, Fabianski or Flecken? Fabianski. Not including this week, do you prefer Isak or Jackson going forward? At this present moment, I'd prefer Jackson just because Newcastle. I don't know. I thought Newcastle clicked, and then they fooled me. They clearly duped me into buying Isak, and I fell for the trick. The first game week I got like results, and then after that I've got tricked because Newcastle haven't looked good attacking wise. So I'll probably go for Jackson. I transferred Konate to Fofana a couple of days ago without knowing he's injured. Did you not see the Chelsea game? He got injured in the game. Fabianski, check. Ivo's dad, Enzo is where the points are. Oh, my days. Strange, right? Did you... It's the same thing like with Rashford. Everyone was like saying like, oh, Marcus Rashford, he's found a new girlfriend. Now he's banging in the goals. In the net, I mean. But yeah. I don't think both will concede a goal, but the question is who will make the most saves. Oh, that might be. That's a bit hard to say. That could be both could make a lot of saves because both teams aren't defensively the most solid. But if I was to chance take a punt on who will keep a clean sheet, I'd probably say Fabianski. Just a few newspaper articles spooking me. Yeah, nah, don't worry about it. I'm transferring Isak to Pedro. Isak was a scam. Enough. Thanks, Ryan Shiraz. That's true. But Isak to Pedro? Oh, sorry, this is Shiraz one in terms of the Fabianski and second. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I fell for the Isak. I don't know. I think Isak. I mean, this week not the best, but the next 3 weeks are pretty good for him. But it's just that Jackson's been more attacking. This is just I should have just kept Jackson on my game week 6 wildcard. I owned him for 2 weeks, and then I told myself I'm gonna go and get Sri Lanka when Spurs' fixtures improved. And I went and did that because Jackson did nothing in the 2 weeks I owned him, and then he started scoring after I sold him. Now I've got him back in. Now will he stop scoring? I don't know. We'll see. Imagine Maresca treats the Southampton game like he treats the Conference League games. That would be distressful. Southampton will win in that game. Nah. I don't know. Very unlikely. This Southampton are missing a lot of players. That's kind of the reason why I'm like on the Palmer train. Otherwise, I might have actually been edging it more towards Salah. Team lock and loaded. Switch the captaincy from Salah to Palmer. All right. Good luck, Ezra. All right. Any other questions? How are people going? Everyone else looking okay? So Mark should be fine. Cortex seems to be fine. Amit, cool. Shepard, how do you plan on getting Palmer? Will is Hillbilly looks to be okay as well. If you haven't joined the mini league, people, league code is in the description. And obviously these are the goal odds. I think should be okay with the rest. Like it's fine. Kind of. If anyone hasn't seen this, here it is. And then Tiger was fine as well. You guys want me to bring up the expected points for game week? It's crazy, yeah. Haaland is the more expected captaincy option. Best captaincy option this week is supposed to be Haaland, according to the models. But we'll see. Palmer next and Salah after that. Yeah, these are the goals and clean sheet odds as well. What do you think, says Tiger? About what? Which one, Tiger? You mean the moves to get Saka? I'm looking at getting rid of Fernandes for Saka and Isak for Joe Pedro now. Fingers crossed. Yep, I don't mind doing that, Tiger. I'd do it. I would do it. Do you think should I do Wood to Isak or Jackson next game week? For next game week, oh, come ask me that after Chelsea have played Southampton, because you don't know. Jackson might get a yellow card, and then you'll be like, you won't even be considering Jackson next week. Ask me that next. Like I'll do a stream on Thursday. Ask me on Thursday. Also, Miles can also a lot of house. Yes, that's true. I guess Embuemo to Palmer next game week. Can you do it this week as well? Or you don't want to do it this week? Or you're spooked of the whole thing, that's why you don't want to do it this week? Yeah, fair enough. I don't mind doing it this week though, but yeah. Hello, Mr. M8. Hope you're good. Mr. Tendai, welcome. Thinking of a -4 of Isak to Cunha and Wood Jackson. I have no Arsenal and Liverpool defense either. For this week, that is fine. The lack of Arsenal and Liverpool defense. But the attacking moves that you kind of want to do is okay for me. Isak should be fit. Apparently, he should be fit, by the way. If that is, you haven't heard that information. But I don't mind those -4s that you plan on doing. Would you bring Palmer captain for -4 or just roll and play Rogers instead? I will take the hit. Habisha, I will take the hit. All right, I'll ask you again on Thursday. Yes, no worries, Ezra. Any injury updates? Apparently, Isak should be okay, according to press quote, so he should be fine. Greaves, I don't know, nothing yet at the moment. We're hoping he's fit, so I'm hoping he'll be available to play and start. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. What else did we get? Did we get any other news? Let me have a look. I don't think. Tiger. Okay, Tiger. I've seen your newest team. Let me see if there's any other press conference news that I am missing. All right, team news from Scout. Liverpool, Alisson back by the end of December. Konate is out. Caves are training. How Koi on Isak, but apparently he should be available, is what we heard. Fana is obviously injured. And we kind of haven't got the other stuff yet. We're expecting to wait on the other. Frank, what? Oh, Thomas Frank. I was like Frank Lampard, but no, I forgot this is not commentary. All right, that's it. Rest, we haven't really gotten anything. So these are like your quick news. I sent you my revised team. Yes, did see that revised team. I'll bring your revised team up. Alright, this is Tigers' revised team with Saka and Odegaard, double Arsenal. With Hall, Robinson, Wemo, and Onana on the bench. Wissa with the armband. I potentially might change the captaincy. Tiger. I might actually put it on Salah instead. To be honest, I might put it on Salah. Even if Isak is fine, I don't think I can afford Mbeumo to Palmer. Okay, fair enough. Then okay, yeah. If that means if you do it next week, is what it is. This season is one of my best seasons playing yet so far. Honestly, I've been playing around top 100k for most of the season so far. Nice night now on a red arrow, wandering around 99. Just make good decisions and you should be fine in top 100k. Bench Raul or Rogers? Oh, Raul Jimenez or Rogers? Both are at home. 1.65, 2.05. Brentford not the best. Probably bench Raul Jimenez because Brentford generally defensively not better. Brighton slightly better, obviously. Probably Raul Jimenez, I would say. Fazid. Also Fazid, welcome, welcome. And vice captain who? So Captain Salah, and you can vice captain, you can put it on Saka if you wanted to. Or you can leave it on Cunha as well. That's not a bad option. But put the armband on Salah. All right, last few questions because I'm gonna go and sleep soon so that I'll be able to get up for you guys for the deadline stream. Otherwise, I might miss my alarms and I won't be up for the deadline stream. So send in those questions, people. Also, there are 17 people watching, which is amazing, first of all. So if anyone is new here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Please do hit the like and subscribe. Nick, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. All thanks to you. Now you've been doing good stuff as well. And also, I think quite a lot of thanks to the chat as well because they've been very helpful as well. I've been quite busy in the beginning of the season, so it was 100% trusting your picks and advices. Maybe I should probably apply it to my team as well quite a bit. Will we get any team leaks for Ipswich? Unlikely, Shiraz. Unlikely. They're generally a team that we don't get. Here's the thing: we generally get leaks if there are a lot of interest in the team. Hardly there isn't that much interest in it. If anything, if we can get some photos of like Greaves being pictured, then maybe I might think that Greaves is going to start potentially. That's as close to a leak as what I would probably look for. But very unlikely. I would say teams no Brighton presses. The thing I was trying to look and see, but Brighton presses. We had press conferences on Monday, and Brighton didn't do a presser there as well. No, I don't know why no Brighton presses. Oh well, I guess they must have had like an embargo section. Even that should have come. Oh well, nothing can be done now. Yeah, but I really would have loved to have had some Brighton presses, but it is what it is. Well done, says Ezra. Yes, well done, says Mira to Ezra. Yes, indeed. Asking about Ipswich because of Greaves. Yeah, I myself, I'll be looking to see if we get to see some like photos of Greaves traveling or in the stadium or something like that. And if he is, I'll start him. But yeah. Hello and goodbye, Nick, says Joseph. All right, thanks, brother. No worries, Shepard. Just trying to toss up whether to take a -4 hit to use up the 3.3 million remaining in my team. What are you planning on doing, Nick? And what does the team look like? Avnish, welcome. Would you start Mazraoui or Lewis Hall / Ena? Oh, Lewis Hall versus Liverpool. No, Ena versus Forest. Oh, that I actually don't mind. Mazraoui versus Arsenal. Mm, I don't mind playing Mazraoui. Maybe you might get lucky with like an attack in return. So it's either Mazraoui or Olaena for me. Between one of those two. You can flip a coin if you want to. On those two. Night Legends. Thank you, Pete, for joining. People, if you haven't checked out FPL SideNet, the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go check them out. They do really good content as well on audio platforms, so make sure to go and follow them. And Mira as well, thank you very much. Thank you for also joining. Make sure to check out Mira as well. She did a team selection video, which is out on her channel as well. Good luck, gang. Good luck this week. Hoping to stay in the top 5K. Best of luck, Mira. Won't the Thursday game presses be tomorrow? But Ipswich one, oh yes, They will be tomorrow. Yes, which is why we don't have any Brighton presses. I did a minus this tagger. That's fine. I'll send you my team again in Discord. Give me one more. All right, FMS. Thank you. Doing crazy good this season. Congrats. Or should I just start Greaves? I might even start Greaves, Avnish. Honestly, I don't mind starting Greaves. Like goodbye, Nick, cause I thought the stream was ending. Oh no, not yet. I will be ending soon. But I saw Nick come and I was like, okay, let me answer his questions as well. All right, this is Nick's team. Let me bring it up for those of you who are here. We'll answer the final few questions and then we'll look to end it. And I'll go and get some sleep. So this is Nick's team: Flick and Sells, Robinson, Faze, Hall, Ina, Poro, Saka, Rogers, Semenyo, Palmer, Salah, Pedro, Jackson, and Cunha. What are you going to use the money on? Defensive change? Maybe a Arsenal defender? Don't have to go and get them in this week though, but still you could probably go and get an Arsenal defender. Ola Aina to Gabriel? That's the only thing I can think of. Verbruggen or Onana in goal? Verbruggen. I would go for Verbruggen. But yeah, Avnish, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm starting Greaves at this moment. But yeah. I'm tossing up whether to upgrade a midfielder or defender in this case. If it's a defender, it's an Arsenal defender, right? If it's a midfielder, it would be not necessarily this week, but I don't mind Bruno Fernandes later, a bit later. Maybe not this week. Who else? Mitoma is another option, but you probably play Semenyo, right? It's either Semenyo or Mitoma. But even then, probably expect some rotation from Brighton as well. They've got the depth in those spots to do it. No standout midfielder in that price bracket, isn't it? That's a bit of a pain. Thanks, brother. No worries. Dad, with my Cash Mini League groups to subscribe. Thank you, Amit. I will make sure that when it comes to your Cash Mini League, that you're the one getting the benefits. Starting Greaves. Alright. Ezra starting Greaves. Yeah, same. Thing is, would a defender be worth a -4 hit? That's my thought process. Not necessarily for this week. This week, the chances of clean sheets from some of the teams that you would want to get defenders for are quite unlikely to happen. So maybe not for this week. The whole Greaves cult is starting Greaves, looks like. If Greaves starts and keeps a clean sheet or scores a bullet header, he'll be a legend. Yes, most definitely yes. It's either that or I start Mikalenko, to be honest. And at this moment, I've got Cunha and I don't really want to start Mikalenko against Cunha. And I expect Wolves to score against Everton. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm like the whole Greaves thing. I don't even know if he'll start. So we'll wait and see whether he starts or not, but I'll play him. I'm thinking then I might just not take a hit and play who I have. Yep, that's also not a bad option, to be honest. So I'm looking at a team and I'm like, I don't really know who the standout midfielder, like next transfer to get in is. And the forward line is not really going to change, right? So it's just the defense that I go. The immediate thing that stands out in the defense, obviously, is Flecken, one thing. The other thing is the lack of an Arsenal defender. That's basically it. 100% start Barco, you get points off the bench. Starting Greaves with Mazraoui as for sub, fingers crossed. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Get to bed, Ryan. Yes, it's time to get to bed. All right, people. First of all, shout out to everyone who's in the chat. Make sure I'll end the poll now. Palmer is led the poll with 75%. With I think Salah in 16 and Saka with the 5%, Haaland 2%. Damn, he managed to get 2%. Out of 36 votes, there's no point buying defenders for clean sheets anymore. Gabriel and the best get the best cheap ones. Yep, that's exactly it. Nobody but nobody still got Barco. I saw a Barco team in here. I'm going to tell you now. I saw one of our teams had Barco. Shepard? No. Someone had a Barco, I saw. But yeah, there's some Barcos lying about, I think, for sure. I think Pedro Porro to Arsenal defender would be my first move, but thank you very much. Good luck for the week event. Yeah, then probably for next week, right? Not necessarily this week. But anyways, it is what it is. Let's see. Best of luck, everyone. I will be back for the deadline stream. It's already on the channel, by the way. For anyone who hasn't seen it, and if you're going to be awake, most of you guys are also like, there's like a huge majority of my crowd, which is like Southeast Asia and Asia as well. So I am aware that most of y'all will be asleep as well. Jose the special Mourinho, is it worth to take a hit -4 Mbeumo to Bowen? No, maybe not to Bowen. If it was to like a Palmer or a Saka or someone slightly better, then I don't mind it. Probably not sure if I want to do it for Bowen. Yeah, for next week, no hit for me. All right, best of luck. Thank you, Ryan, and good luck. Thank you, Shiraz, as well. But yeah, Jose, I probably would not do the -4 for Bomo to Bowen. Someone else, maybe someone more explosive. Unless you're fully confident on Bowen, then I don't mind it, but I probably wouldn't. Also depends on who you're going to be starting instead. Would you be playing Mbeumo instead? Don't mind if that's the case. Unless you have a striker who you can play and bench Mbeumo. All the best, everyone. Hope your arrows be green. Yes, all the best, everyone. So yeah, I will end it here. The deadline stream has already been scheduled on YouTube. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's already on the channel, so you can go and set your notifications if you're going to be awake at that time. If you're not going to be awake, I hope you guys have a great game week 14. I will be live again on Thursday, same time as we started today's stream, which is 9:30 p.m. Sydney time. Thank you, Ryan. Just joined the league. Nice. Thank you. And also, if you guys haven't joined the league, do join the league. And smash that subscribe button because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And we reach before the end of the year. We'll see. But yeah. What time is the deadline? The deadline is at 5 o'clock in the morning Sydney time here, which I think is 3 o'clock in the morning your time, Tiger, potentially. But yeah, I'll be live at like 4 o'clock in the morning Sydney time. So I'm going to go and get some sleep. And I will see you all later. Have a good night, everyone. And enjoy your game week. May your arrows be green.